And again, when we record this, but it's, most chances we're not going to publish it. I'm just in case, I don't know, we want to later.
Yeah, sure. I want to start with centering. Close your eyes, taking a deep breath. And a second deep breath. And find your center of attention. And bring it back to you in front of your head as if there was a magnet there, pulling in all the little pieces of attention. And slowly bring it onto your physical center. And from there, declare your grounding cord.
Mine is green.
Mine is orange. And declare your bubble of personal space. Make sure there is no hole, there is no one else in it. Taking a deep breath and come back to the space.
Thank you.
What is your necessity today?
I have two healing processes that I mean, um, they're both kind of alive for me, and I'm trying to check which one is more right now. And I'm just gonna voice them out, and then I'm gonna try to sense into them. One of them is it's about the breakup from Amy, and I already did one emotional healing process about that, but it feels like there's still stuck emotions there, and there's something about my legs and my feet that I keep injured them, and I already wanted to do this process before, but like yesterday I also fell from like this stone, and I hurt my feet again, and I don't know, there's something there about that I want to check. I feel there's somehow connection. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Like that feels alive now.
Yeah. So since the breakup, you notice that you keep hurting your legs and your feet, and there are some emotions. Yeah. The legs and the feet, it represents stability in our body. I don't know if it resonates with what you're feeling.
You just do not have her anymore. I feel fear.
Yeah.
Feel fear to not see her again. To lose her.
What happens if you stop doing that movement?
Uh, uh,
Yes. You feel fear to never see her again?
Yeah.
What happens if you never see her again?
I don't know. I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna always be alone. Uh, uh, I feel angry.
Yeah.
I feel angry that she left me. It's all mixed here.
It's all mixed in your chest?
not going and not be with anyone else. Just crawl into my corner.
Which ego state is speaking?
My child.
What are the other ego states saying?
My demon ego state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to crawl into my corner and die. I'm angry why she left me. Why she didn't want me.
Yes.
And I want to. My grandma wants to take revenge on her.
Yeah.
For being so mean. I'm scared to be alone all the time and to just walk in the world alone and not making it.
You're scared to be alone all the time in the world and not make it.
Yeah, to walk.
Does that feel connected to your legs and to your feet?
Yeah. I see myself just walking in the world alone all the time. Just wandering around.
You feel lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a desert and I'm just walking barefoot in the desert and there's thorns and there's things that tearing up my feet. And I have nowhere to go. And I hear these voices that I'm just not good enough for anyone.
Do you shoot the voice when you hear it?
I think it's a demon voice. I'm just scared that my body would not survive.
Is that an emotion? Where does it come from? My body will not survive.
I think it's parent ego state. My body's too weak. Bang, 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 bang. You will not survive. Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
Go. Do you have a bed where you can lie? Yes. Yes. What is the sadness saying?
I'm too weak.
You're too weak.
I see it. It's about my friends. They beat me up when I was young. They were not my friends, it's just some kids.
There's a part of you that still believes that you're too weak.
Yes. That I'm not gonna make it.
What is that part feeling?
It's a mixed sadness and fear. That I just want to give up.
Can you make a connection with that part from your adult?
It's hard not to the parent. I want to rescue him.
What's happening?
I see myself as a little kid and I just want to protect myself. I just want to be there and kick the ass of all the other kids that bully me. I just want to. I don't know. I want to like help myself.
Can you do that?
I don't know how.
You can tell the kids that you're a grown up now and you're very strong.
I still don't believe
Hmm.
that.
You still don't believe that you're strong.
What?
You still don't believe that you're strong.
Yes.
Can you go into that feeling?
It's hard. It's fear.
Yeah.
It's a bit mixed.
Allow the fear to be there. Yes. Is there something different with the little kid now?
Just watching me. Just felt the fear of dying and just disappearing into the nothingness. And as a kid, I used to know that. I used to just lie down and just let myself go.
But this kid is also seeing you go through all these feelings and emotions right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not weak. You need to be pretty strong to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's appreciating it. It's he's like it's interesting him. It's hypnotizing him. I think it's kind of like joy. He feels joy that I survived. That he's
Yeah.
Yeah, there he has like this new decision where it's like, or I have a new decision. It's like they can kick me and they can beat me up. The world can kick me and beat me up, and that I'm still gonna be there, even if I survive or if I don't survive, I'm still gonna be there with what is.
And how do you feel about that decision?
I feel joy and anger. I feel joy because there is some relief in that, and yeah, and I feel also anger about like the mission that it like that I cannot let being weak make me give up on that anymore, on my mission. When I was a kid, I never realized why do I need to suffer when they beat me up, and sometimes it was in a game, but I also took it seriously, and I feel now that it's almost like prepared me, or it made me feel that it made me feel more that there's going to be this struggle and pain, and I can just be with it. I can just that I'm still going to be there. That I'm still here, and my body can heal, and I can do things, and I have possibilities, and I don't have the word, but it's like I can stretch myself. I can stretch myself beyond that break break me, behind what break me.
Yeah. I feel like there is an old story that life is difficult and the world is harsh and you need to fight.
I'm stuck in this memory where these kids are. We were playing on the grass outside the dining room, and we were playing like I thought, like at the beginning it was a game, and we were fighting as a game, and And at a certain point, I felt like a victim, like I felt like they're beating me up or something.
Do you think that the world is against you, or a part of you thinks that?
No, it's not that. It's more what it was. It was just they. Yeah, I thought that they're like that they need to be cruel, like that they have to be cruel to me in some way. Otherwise, like the game would not work.
Hmm.
I somehow accepted that, and it was painful. But I remember just after that, just lying on the grass and just like being, just doing nothing and just like being in the night. Yeah, I don't know. I was connecting to something, to this emptiness.
Emptiness.
Oh, I forgot about it. That I used to do that. I used to go and just lay on the grass like for hours or for long times and just look at the sky and in the night and just I could just be there, and not do anything. I think my old story is that I needed to do something all the time and to react to this like to this game that they were playing that was, that was violent and but it was also just a game on the other hand. And it was just physical sometimes and I was scared about my body, like I was scared that I would break something and it hurt sometimes. And I was so frustrated that I was weaker than the older kids. And maybe I made this decision or story that if I'm playing with them, I need to suffer or something like that.
Like the game needs a victim.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, I also didn't show like I didn't really show myself, like I was not letting myself fully like play and fully like be myself. I was kind of also letting taking this role of a weaker kid that they can bully and they
It sounds like you didn't want to take part in that game.
I just swallowed my fear that I just didn't want to be alone and I wanted to
Yeah.
wanted someone to, to pay attention to me and to play with me. But I didn't really like these games that they played.
And as a boy, you felt like there was no other option, like all the games were just violent.
I think there were I think there were other options, but I don't know, something. I think I thought that they, because they were more grown up, and some of them were my age. I think that I believe that I need to play with them if I want to grow up. That I need to learn that kind of way.
Like being a man is being violent.
It wasn't. Yeah, I think it was more about playing their games, and their games were violent also. But it was more, if I want to grow up, I need to go and play their games with the older kids and whatever it was. And that if I'm gonna stay alone, I'm not gonna grow up. I'm not gonna be able to be part of the world.
And what happens if you're not part of their world?
No one loves me. I don't get to feel love. My parents love me, but that's just because I'm their son. And the moment that I get out of their sphere, it's nobody really cared about me. Nobody noticed me. Everyone were playing their own games, doing their own thing. Even to those group of kids, I needed to push myself in to their games, and I just felt like I'm disappearing, that nobody sees me.
So is there like an old decision of if I don't struggle, I don't exist? No one will notice me.
Yes. If I don't go there and I struggle and I get injured and I go into others people mess, nobody would notice me. Nobody will. And also, I wouldn't just have nothing. I would just might as well just lie on the grass and just disappear because like nobody really needs me.
Could it be that you hurt your feet and your legs because you want to exist?
It's when I feel alone. Maybe it's like I have no one other people mess to get into. So maybe I'm creating my own messes. It's like when I don't feel other people, I don't feel anything. And then I just like I just get into this nothingness, and sometimes it just happens that I fall or something. Somehow I get injured, and it makes me feel something at least. And sometimes someone care more because like I have like a broken something, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing it on purpose. It feels like it's just that I'm not paying any attention about myself, and it just happens.
What are you thinking usually when you hurt yourself?
After it happens,
No, like during. Are you lost in your thoughts?
yes,
And what are you thinking?
I think that I have all these thoughts, but it's like that I don't belong, and that nobody wants me. And that's what I felt after Amy.
Mm.
I really felt that like even she loved me, and even she doesn't want me, and I felt like I belong with her for a moment. So this loss, this like feeling I belong nowhere. Even here in Israel, I walk and I don't feel like I belong. Even in my home, in my village, in my kibbutz. Even my body sometimes.
Mm. Is it possible to see how it's a story for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not completely identified with it.
No. I didn't even see this story before this. I think it's old. Like I think it's from some other life or something.
What happened?
I just feel more in my body now. And
Mm.
I'm about it. feel scared that I lost the connection to my body. And I just lost it again, and I want to have more of that connection.
Does it help when you center?
Yes. I'm so not centered when I'm getting injured. Um,
Yeah.
I just fell from like this high stone to the beach. So not centered. And I was giving my center to this group of kids when I was going to play with them.
Yes.
And to the victim that I took. I feel like I also gave my center to Amy, or to this projection of her and the projection of the relationship we have. So I can also be the victim there. Yeah, and I gave my center to this story that I'm not good enough, that I'm weak, and that I cannot, like, to this demon ego state, whatever, to that I'm not, like, that I can make it, that I can take care of myself. And it's weird, but I see also like that I stopped taking care of my body because I used to do yoga and I used to do all these things that were good for my body, and I stopped.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm still doing a lot of things that are good for my body. Just like there's something about the connection with my body that was really strong when I did yoga, and yeah, there's something. I don't know. Somehow I broke this connection, and I don't even know why or what happened. But my new decision is to restore this connection with my body and with my center. Yeah, I also want to take time to mourn and reflect and also to let my there is something about like my child still feeling this all this pain. So like to be with him, as I notice how my voice changed and how my there's still like this child grief about being alone, and yeah, and like the connection with Amy, that just like be with that with him when he's going through this sadness.
Something I wrote down that I want to propose is for you to create an experiment to prove to yourself that the world has your back, that Gaia loves you. And it can be something like connecting to nature, or it can be going in the street and asking for information or help to someone, just like this interconnectedness that we have between human beings, and showing yourself that you're part of this web.
Yes, and I feel angry because I was connected to that and I knew that, and somehow I lost that connection. And like mostly also recently after the breakup, but there was I feel like I also took all this connection and this trust, and I put it on I projected this on Amy, like that she's representative of that, instead of relying on that. And yeah, I'll do this experiment. I want to feel that again, that guy or the world that has my back.
And I also wrote down to recenter whenever you think I'm weak or I can't take care of myself.
Yes, thank you. I also had this experiment from Nicole to be in connection with my child, and I realized that I didn't do it since the EHP so much. So I want to do that also too. I'm going to do that also.
Do you feel complete with this process?
Yes. Thank you so much, Daphne.
Thank you for showing up for yourself. Taking the time to feel.
Thank you, Daphne. Thank you for holding space.
I took some notes I will send you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Yes. Goodbye.